Wanadhani asibongolala.
Tumejamu sijifanye uja notice.
Wanadhani asibongolala.
Tumejamu sijifanye uja notice.
Mwambie punde imechoka sana.
Senator, am I hearing you saying no to the MOU that was signed 2 weeks ago?
That is nonsense. Go and read Article 3 clause 2. It says any attempt to establish a government contrary to what is prescribed in the Constitution is unlawful. Tell me where in the Constitution you can get a broad-based government. It's unconstitutional.
Is this establishing a government?
Of course, there's
MOU.
No, they have established a government called broad-based government. They have shared power. They have overturned committees in Parliament. So
it's a memorandum of understanding, legally binding.
It may not be. Is this de facto? I told you, it may not be lawful, but de facto is like a military coup. They have staged a civilian coup against the Constitution of Kenya. That's what they have done. Mr. Raila Odinga and Mr. Ruto have staged a civilian coup against the Constitution of Kenya. There was nothing that could stop Parliament from checking the president, other than the fact that Parliament has not taken away the pass from the president. If Parliament took control of the pass and the president remained with a knife, we'd have sober debate in this country.
But nothing in this MOU takes the power from Parliament. Nothing in the MOU says that now Parliament shall be controlled by the president or by the leader of ODM.
It may not say that.
It may not
say that. But why should there be an MOU when you have got Parliament? Donated power is exercised through Parliament. KICC is not Parliament. That's the coup. That power is being handled outside the structures of power. When the people elected, they elected people to go to Parliament and people to go to State House.
So we are where we are. How do you fix it? The MOU has been signed. It was public. The two gentlemen are now operating as brothers. Yes. We're seeing their followers in Parliament doing it. How do we fix it?
We move ahead and implement the Constitution. And among the things we are doing is to organize, to make sure that you have enough voters. Number two, you heard what Nani said the other day at the funeral of SK Macharia, what he said. And the wife was trying to step on his leg and he was saying, please, let me just get it off my chest.
Yeah.
When he said I even participated in altering of figures, that happens in Bomas. What does the Constitution say? And where more than one candidate is cleared, that's Article 138, clause 2. Where more than one candidate is cleared to run for an election of president, an election shall take place in each constituency. Mambo ya Bomas we don't want. We want the results to be finished in the constituency. We know Madara ni he. We know Muvita ni he. We know whatever is this. Then even you people in the media, with the capacity to have reporters everywhere, you can get the results and announce them. It happened in America.
Does that mean no tallying center, no national tallying center?
No national tallying center. You know what the Americans did? You can have what the Americans did. Bomas should be like what the Americans did. By on 6th of November, we knew who had won. But they came until January 6th. That's when they did the formality of saying, okay, now we're endorsing you.
Right.
That thing in Bomas should not be a tallying center.
Right.
That's why the wording in Article 138.10 is declaration. You will declare the results. The wording in Article 86, clauses 2, clauses B and C, is announce, tally and announce. What's an announcement? It's a declaration. It's a pronouncement of a finding. You don't make a finding in Bomas.
Right.
You only formalize. That's why the chairman of ABC is supposed just to declare. But this idea that results from polling stations have to be taken to Bomas, transmission, whatever, is not there. We have gone the returning officer in the presiding officer in the polling station. The tallies, gives the returning officer the constituency, who then announces the results of all the bodies. Now, for the county seats, you have a center whereby a declaration of who won the Senate, who won whatever is made. For the presidency, it's the same. Yeah. But you need to have 290 results.
Yeah.
That have been there. Then you cannot tabulate and say it was 50% plus one achieved. Yes. Was at least 24 counties achieved? Yes. Then you say, okay, this election has gone. If even of the answers to any of the two is no, there's a runoff.
Now, residents of Kericho County have termed high cost of living coupled with overtaxation and poor service delivery as their main area of concern with the current President William Ruto administration. This was during the Omtatah's Presidential Exploratory Committee countrywide tour, where Kericho residents had opportunity to express their views, which will be used to form the Busia Senator's manifesto in his 2027 presidential bid.
Ni mtetezi wa haki za binadamu na mmekuwa mkimuona kila mahali akitutetea sisi kama raia. Tumekuja hapa kutoa maoni yetu vile tunateseka. Saizi hata yale mapato ambayo ninapata kama mimi mfanyi biashara hayanitoshi kwangu. Huenda nikafungiwa nyumba wakati wowote nikose hata chakula ya kula. Naomba serikali ituangalie kwa upande huo sana.
Tungependa kutuma ujumbe hii kwa ambao ni waliokuwa waziri mkuu Raila Amolo Odinga. Hii maneno ya kututumia sisi kama ngao. Anaenda tu kusema wananchi. Sasa wananchi ndio wanahangaika kwa ground. Wanakufa. Hakuna vile mtu atuambia SHA inafanya na district tunazika watu kila siku na anasema wanatutetea.
Hii ni Presidential Exploratory Committee ya Omtatah. Tunazunguka nchi mzima, tunazunguka Kenya mzima, na leo ilikuwa zamu ya watu wa Kericho. Watu wa Kericho tumewasikiza. Tumesikiza maneno na SHA, tumesikiza maneno na taxes, mafuta, watu wa pikipiki, tumesikia maneno hata na majani. Hii information yote tunarudishia Omtatah kwa strategy document zake, itatengeneza manifesto na itafanya hata budgets on the county level. Na tunaendelea na hii safari. 47 counties lazima tufike. Kunyeshe, ikuwe ni jua, tunataka kusikia Kenya mzima vile watu wanasema.
Now, Kenya is struggling with a low savings culture, with its savings rate falling below the African average.
You know, right now, power is right outside the house with Raila and with the Ruto. And the simple reason is that Ruto has captured the treasury. Nothing happens in this country without his permission.
Right.
That's why you see when he walks around, you find MPs who should be really, before you do that, you know, the design of our constitution is that the president should be a perpetual lobbyist. You want to appoint people, take their names to parliament, ask parliament to approve, lobby parliament to approve.
Yeah.
You want to do a budget, propose your budget, take it to parliament, let parliament approve, and these are the representatives of the people. They say, okay, how about my place? I've got this problem. How do you accommodate it here? Then that marketplace, now they need the parliament, people negotiate and come up with a budget that ensures equal development and whatever. The presidency just becomes a tool for implementing the budget that has been decided by the people. But we have turned that around because we failed to do one simple thing. We failed to separate the treasury from the Ministry of Finance. Article 225 clause 1 clearly requires that we set up, Parliament shall establish a national treasury.
Yeah.
We have not done that. So when now the president appoints the Minister for Finance and appoints the PS and the treasury is a department within the Ministry of Finance, then the president has got to direct the control of the purse. The control of the purse is no longer in Parliament. So there's no power in Parliament. Because the president is the commander-in-chief of the commander-in-chief, but he should not have the purse. That's how power is balanced. But when the president has got both the cake and the knife, then you have to beg.
He decides who eats it.
Yeah.
Do you feel that they have met their promises?
They have not met.
Which ones have they
As far as I'm concerned, they have not met. Because when you look at the health sector, it is worse than the last regime. Because we don't have drugs as simple as Panados in our hospitals and in our dispensaries, because we have dispensaries in the community level. We don't have the easiest drug that I need to have in there. I'm at the cheapest. I should have at the grassroots level in my dispensary, which is Gatina dispensary. Some of these things, they are not there. Yeah. And I'm a CHP community health volunteer. That days we were called volunteers.
Now you're
but
promoters.
Now we are promoters. We are promoting the health. But we are asking ourselves, how are we going to promote health when Jane has 100 households to look after? And when one of the households tells me that the child is sick, I refer her or him to the dispensary. When he or she goes there,
No medicine.
no medicine. There's that writing paper. You are given prescription, you go to the nearest chemist to buy.
Up around Gatina, are people using SHA?
They are using share. Even me, I'm registered, and even last week I paid my 650. So there's that difference. There's that person who is paying 550, 650. So we don't understand as a community. We don't understand why. Why is Jane paying 650 and another one is paying 550? Yeah.
And who do you take these concerns to?
Okay. We were trying to get a petition as members. Like what I've said, I am a mobilizer. So we mobilized women and we wrote a memorandum to the Ministry of Health. We needed to be given information about this and this and this, but we are still waiting for it. But we are doing as much as we can as a community so that we're being given better service delivery, because we are being taxed. We don't see where our taxes are being used. Like last week, the president came, but his visit made us feel very fearful, because the young men who don't have even jobs, they started stealing from pedestrians before the president came in. And even that thing, I saw it in Mathare. That day when president came in Mathare, I was there. I had a conversation, I mean an activity there. And when he was about to pass where we were, we saw a group of young people, young men, harassing pedestrians. Motorbike men were running helter-skelter because they are taking people to safety. So security-wise is not good.
All this is because of the economy. The economy is not doing well.
Exactly, because if these young men were doing their jobs, they could not be found on the streets running after the president and stealing people. They could be in their work.
They'll be busy.
Let
me read you. I'd say Kenya is one big prison where every 5 years we get an opportunity to choose the chief warden. And the campaign among the wardens of the chief warden can be vicious and bloody.
Wow.
Then, after the elections, and when you look at the manifestos that they have, none of them talk about breaking the prison. They talk about improving life within the prison. None of them talk about breaking the prison. And so that rivalry usually ends. Occasionally there's an attempted prison break. There's an attempted jail break, like the Gen Zs did the other day. Then you'll see these vulture politicians circling around, like they're circling around their prey. They go back like the hunting dogs, not the way they spread out. There's no longer a matter of who is king. And they become equal, and they said it doesn't matter who among us is a chief warden, we must make sure the prison does not collapse. There should be no jailbreak. That's what is happening in this country. Some of us have been planning and trying to organize a jailbreak, and we continue organizing jailbreaks because we want that prison to go. And basically that's what Barack is speaking to.
Do you find that some of the prisoners, or a majority of the prisoners, are actually okay?
Yes, usually when people feel helpless. Today I was just reading some article. There was this case whereby a leopard was chasing a dog. So it was Just when he was about to get hold of the dog jumped through a window into a toilet. The leopard followed. But what happened is that the toilet had been locked from the other side. None of them could escape. So instead of the leopard going to chew the dog, the leopard retreated into a corner, and the dog remained shivering in the corner there. Now, that thing shocked was in India. Now, the experts have come and said that the biggest thing to a wild animal is freedom. The moment the leopard realized he could not get out, it was done.
Wow.
So many people have come to that realization that now that they cannot get out, the best they can do is to see how they can improve their life within the prison, be obedient to the prisoners, create to the wardens, try to create friendships with the wardens so they can get some favors here and there. And you see when the president moves around, he moves around with a bag of goodies. There you do kids, give some peramenda here and there. So he doesn't follow the budget. He moves around with goodies. So the president now becomes a source of goodies. And that's what damages parliament, damages the judiciary, damages everything. So the president becomes the imperial, the emperor within that environment. So Kenyans have lost that many Kenyans feel that they have no way out of the prison. So why bang your head against the wall?
So they basically have given
Make lemonade.
Yeah, there's a sense of helplessness.
Yeah, they make lemonade, you have a lemon.
Very meticulously. You see, when Omtatah used to chain himself to the courts and he screams about the constitution, and many of us would laugh at him because to us, what is it? This is sweet. I mean, Kenya is the most beautiful country in the world. I mean, that time when I was an MP boss, you are getting into a flight and you're flying out to Australia and you're there for 2 weeks and you're paid 3 million shillings and you're like, this is sweet. What you do not remember is that this is money that would have paid for medicine for a poor lady who has got only malaria and she can't afford medicine of 20 bob. Then your conscience has to prick you. Then I started looking at this guy and I'm like, what is this guy about? Now when I came to the Senate is when I faced what he talks about. Everything in our government today is about a deal. You want to buy the syringes, you get a deal. You can even get fake ones. You want to go to KEMSA and you're trying to buy medicines, they bring expired medicines and sell to KEMSA, and they change the plates and the barcoding which is on the medicines. And the medicines are sent over to, just imagine if that was you going to get that medicine in that dispensary. So we must begin to interrogate ourselves.
Okay.
That yes, you can make money at KEMSA, but don't sell to us expired medicines. I mean, some people are packaging this drip water. Some guys are putting this, and it's sold to hospitals. And because it's a placebo, somehow people get well. I mean, what happened to us? This is, okay, don't laugh at me. This is what I keep telling my friends. I said to you, everybody, people are behaving as if this country is a big party where guys are on holiday and whatever you can grab, that is it for you. And we are saying, you can have your party, but let's do it within the rules. And let's be honest about it. And let us agree that this country has got 50 million people who have dreams, expectations, and ambitions. How many members of parliament can you count today in this republic who have served? We are not more than 2,000. 2,000 since independence. They are not more than 2,000. Then how many Kenyans do you have today who need services? They are close to 49 million. How can you not think what to do with these people? And then we have a country where you are collecting revenue that is able to run 6 to 7 East and Central Africa countries, and we are one. Isn't there something wrong with us?
Well, it needs self-reflection.
Any attempt to establish a government other than as provided in the Constitution is unlawful. What they are doing is unlawful. There's nothing called a broad-based government procedure. You form coalitions are allowed in the Constitution. But broad-based government is something that does not exist. So they have established a government contrary to the Constitution. So these people have committed treason, and Raila and Ruto should be in jail in a serious country. You see what happened in Korea when somebody tried to declare martial law?
Yeah.
He ended up in jail. That's where Raila and Ruto belong. because of Article 3, Clause 2. You cannot establish a government other than as provided in the Constitution. And the attempt to expand the executive is self-serving. There is false narrative of uniting Kenyans. Kenyans are the most united people in this world. If there's anything that organizes us in terms of how we live, is the pocket. We cannot continue being governed by a government of thieves, by thieves for thieves. Yes. A Ruto government is an administration of thugs. It must go. It cannot sell our sovereignty back to the European. Yeah. The white man colonized us. The white man enslaved us. The white man killed us. And we cannot allow the white man to come back through the World Bank and the IMF to take over. We are going to have campaigners who are running for seats in the various constituencies. I've had my own experience when I ran for the senatorial seat in Busia. I did not have money and people dismissed me. I ran against people who had a lot of money. But I was able to do a civic education campaign, an information campaign that informed the people, and they came out and they gave me their votes. I even got votes from areas I had never reached. That's the kind of thing I want to replicate on the national scale. So President Emeritus Uhuru Kenyatta handed over two instruments of power, the Constitution and the sword. And by the way, Mr. Ruto is my good friend. When President Ruto received the Constitution, he symbolically put it aside. When he received the sword, he showed it to the nation. I just hope it is not symbolic. I wish he had lifted the Constitution up.
To show the nation.
To show the nation that's the rule of law.
Uh-huh.
Not the rule of the sword.
Only you would think of something like
that. Mulifanya kubokonya makosa juzi kufukuza Gachagua bila plan. Plan yenu na kujipiga kifua ndio imetuletea shida mheshimiwa. Alisungusha Moi 6 months to election. Akasema Kasarani imekuwa kisira. Tukaenda pale KICC. Na akatangaza Liberal Democratic. Mimi nikaingia Ford people. Nyachae akaandika naye MOU Ford People Rainbow Coalition pale Serena saa 4 saa 9 tukienda pale Uhuru Park. Ameenda na balozi ya Germany saa 9 anasema Kibaki to. Na mimi ndio niliwekea yeye ile agreement yake na Nyachae 505 KYY 999 pesa yenye walikuwa wamekubaliana na Nyachae. Mimi sio mwingine. Jioni saa 9 ameruka Nyachae. You are dealing with a man whom you don't understand. So when you send this community kwa Raila, mimi nakwambia pinyo wacho. Yeye akienda huko anasema pinyo. Unajua maana ya pinyo wacho. Wataenda kuongea vile jana waliongea. So long as you don't see Simbarati with you. So long as you don't see Sifuna with you. So long as you see Orengo is not with you. Raila speaks through others. But he behaves innocent. Don't be surprised. Musitegemee yeye. Do not rely on Raila. He can change 11th hour na hamuna mahali pa kwenda. Hiyo mnajidanganya hapa bure. Kesho after 4 days. Mimi na Oscar huyu ndio tulipambana na Bishop Okulu. I'm the one whom Moi gave money. I transported money all the way from Nairobi to save Victoria Bank. Benki ya Okulu, na Okulu akawa rafiki ya rais marehemu na tukamjengea nyumba Bishop Okulu. Mimi nikisimamia na huyu. Mimi ndiye nilitumwa na rais marehemu Moi na Oscar na marehemu Chimi Choge. Tukapewa mabunduki kila mtu 2 kubeba pesa yenye tulipelekea Raila na wabunge wake kule nyumbani Bondo. Nyamira Kango. Huyu. The Raila you think you know, ni Raila I know more than anyone. So now le ndaba kutore tangurani.
And don't buy into the political rhetoric of trying to divide you into tribes.
Yes.
Our problems are not tribal. There is no Kikuyu problem, there is no Kalenjin problem, there is no Luo problem, there is no Somali problem. There is no Kamba problem.
Yes.
Chief share knows no tribe. The university funding model knows no tribe.
Yeah.
Joblessness knows no tribe. All these problems that we point out, they do not know any tribe.
A few moments later.
Happy time, happy time.
The revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they love to sue. What song? Yeah, that song. That song? Maybe I think about it. Oh, no. Know what? I slow it down. Say, ladies, do me this solid. Ooh. Eagle one. Hey. They not. Hey. You think that they gon' let you disrespect Pact, nigga? I think that every show will be your last stop, nigga. They confound. I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches go. The audience not dumb. Check the stories how you want and Drake. They're not. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further. I promise. Take that some P rest there for bitching. You Malibu move. Ain't no love boy, yeah, boy, fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had just been jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie. You flipped over your boxer. What over your phone? The other rational option. Them dead straight, they posture. Got famous on the big content. Like break this for the doctor. Till the pop off, quit hiding. Fucking caption, it won't action. Ain't no gasoline. I'm pleased on. Fuck around, get polished. Fuck my way, bro. He was in jail. That's conniving. He get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad these bros came home. Y'all didn't deserve a meal. Nigga, like legit the city. Nigga, been nasty on some head. And your homeboy needs a Peter. The predator moving flock. Their name gotta be registered. They place no nigga who watch. I lean on you niggas like a nigga line up. I guess all eyes on me and I'ma sit it up. Hit the wrong label, homie, y'all ain't get 'em. Sweet chin music and I went past 'em. How many stock do I really have to stop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. To the last, 69. Freaky ass niggas get the steady ass in. Freaky ass niggas need the steady ass inside. Get the West up here right now, we outside. Eagle one say.
Wakenya, to my fellow young Kenyans, if you are not a registered voter, please make the time to go and register as a voter, because Kenya's future depends on you and me. So how do you register? There are IEBC offices in every constituency, and that is where you register. So please find the location of the IEBC office in your constituency and register. All you need to carry is your identification card or your passport. There are those who are saying that Huduma centers are registering voters. Huduma centers do not have an IEBC desk as of now, maybe later. So please go register and let's prepare to save Kenya together. And for those who have registered, please go to the IEBC portal and verify your details. Please.
Here I come. Here I come.
Now, so some of you are very wicked. And I don't have up to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Some of you are my village people. You are my village people. I will not hide mouth. All of you are my village people. You are the one that is following me. Go and subscribe to my YouTube to prove to me that you are not my village people. Thank you.
Wakenya, ati Trump aliweka Biblia chini akaanza kazi, na kuna mwingine aliweka Biblia chini akaanza wizi. Nyinyi mutakujiwa, nyinyi ongeeni tu hivyo.
Hello. Wanakano.
Kusambaza hiyo message. Thank you. Fagia
What?
I'll take it to all the corners. You take it to the entire nation. Yes. Eh? Yes. It is a very solid car. Thank you, sir. Ndugu yangu, God bless you. Fagia wote. Kazi yangu. Asante. Ndugu yangu. Good luck, my brother. Thank you so much. Good luck. Good luck. All the best. Thank you, sir. It's time for a fresh start. Tunafagia wote. Your Excellency.
Aya, alafu matopare. Okay, matopare. Matopare. Topa, 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 topa. Matopare. Matopare, topa, topa.
Tazidi kuongea kwa niaba ya Wakenya.
She asked me, baby, where you from? I told her, Kenya.
I beg of us, I really want to beg of us today, as the chair of UDA, let's stay focused to what it is we promise those hustlers. Because if we don't deliver, those hustlers will send us out of power, and they'll send us with vengeance. So let us talk about roads, electricity, education, health, types. Let's tone down on the politics. It is not healthy. It is not healthy. It is the wrong time.
Wananchi naweza sikia kuchukua William Ruto. Wanaweza mchukua kwa sababu sisi wananchi, we don't need him. Ametuchosha. Ama nyinyi mjachoka? Mjachoka na Ruto? Ule mtu anataka kuchukua William Ruto, you can take him for free, take Wetangula for free, take Mudavadi for free. Tunawapea hizo takataka zote waende waongoze if they are good to you.
Majenzi mko, kazi mnafanya kwa mtandao ni mzuri sana, na tunapongeza nyinyi, na muendelee. Mtaendelea. Lakini mtandao peke yake haitoshi. Tunataka mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Wale watu ambaye watakomboa Kenya hii, wenye kuamua Kenya itaongozwa namna gani, ni hao majenzi wetu mwaka wa 2027. Lakini hamwezi amua Kenya itakaa namna gani kwa simu peke yake. Lazima mchukue vitambulisho, lazima mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Siku hiyo ikifika, muamuke saa 9, muungane na sisi na wengine, tuende pale kwa debe, tutafute uongozi wa maana ambaye utaheshimu wa Kenya, utaheshimu demokrasia na utakubali kufanyia kila mtu maendeleo. Tumekubaliana majenzi?
Hata nasahau tarehe ni gani. Mimi siko na tarehe kwa kalenda. Na mimi hata sina haja nayo. Mimi chenye niko nayo ni serikali ya 2027. Huyu mkata ushuru tumtoe na tuungane si wote.
Mimi vile naona nisha reject hiyo finance bill 2025. Ningoje tu date ya maandamano. Juu mambo yendi bana. Mimi hata wafanye nini, mimi nisha reject. Mfanye nini, nisha reject. Mfanye nisha reject. Nime reject. Mtoe date ya maandamano sasa bana.
Kwanza mimi ikifika 2027 naiba mpaka kura ya madhangu na budangu. Sitaki warudi tu huko tena. Si youth church anuka. Madha zetu bado. Ruto unaenda home na 13 parliament tunaivunja. Wende home wote tuanze fresh.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm here to address you. You must go. Ruto must go. Kwapa na hatuendi. Kwapa tunalala huku na hatuendi. We don't fear you guys. You hypocrites. We don't fear you. Mr. Speaker, we don't fear you. Tuko ndani. We stomped inside. Sisi ni nani? I'm inside. Niko ndani. Na tunamalizana na nyinyi. Tunamalizana na nyinyi. Mmetutesa sana. Today is today. You must hear our cry. Sisi ni sisi. Utatusikiza. Hii ni bunge yetu. Sisi tumewafanya mkuu hapa. This is our parliament. You must hear us. Kama hamna masikio, tutawafanya msikie. Poa manze.
Sha nini? President tunataka kuambia uko na miaka 2 katika ofisi. Na wananchi hawa they will punish you, na hata ukiwa na pesa kwa kutoa nje.
Wacheni tu mimi niseme na mapema. Ndio kama kuna list na andiko mniweke kwa list. I can't wait to reject finance bill 2025. I can't wait because I know it will be something absurd. It will be something mental. I can't wait. Mneke kwa list jameni. List reject.
Idiots who don't want to participate in the affairs of their nation, they think things will just work in and of themselves. Then they are tribalists. And these tribalists, they think that they are only safe with people who are from their tribe. And tribe can mean people from the same culture, same language, or same culture. Then they are citizens. These are individuals who are responsible and know that when you want to be served, you must give those who have the desire and the intellectual capacity to serve you. In many societies, it is only a small percentage of people that can be called citizens, not more than 5%. And if a society wants to grow in the right direction, civic education is what will help the idiot and the tribalist to become a citizen.
Itoe Ruto Kenya, hata kama angalau najali. Sisi Kenya tumechoka na Ruto, maisha imetuharibikia, analipisha mpaka sodo ya wamama. Pure kabisa Ruto. We don't like you, go home. Sasa tafuta kiongozi ambaye anapenda mwananchi na anapenda kijana kama sisi.
They want to be described as honorable even when they are horrible. They acquire things which they have not worked for. They promise us things that they know they will never deliver. And there is no shortage of such men and women in the African continent.
Now, why do you want Ruto gone?
We want Ruto gone because he is killing innocent people. He's wanting to pass the Finance Bill 2024. He's putting tax on sanitary products that girls can't even buy. He can't go to school. He's corrupt. He's taking the money. He needs to go.
Yes.
Out. If you're going to raise anything, start with your hairline.
Nice.
Control, Alt, Delete, Ruto.
The drunk did better than you.
Drunkard did better than you.
Nice.
Now the next election,
yes.
Unajua hawa ndio watakuwa nasema fagia wote ama mtasema namna gani? This generation,
yes,
they use their might because they didn't vote, the largest vote in the last election.
Hi Kenyans, mi sina maneno mengi. All I want to say is Ruto must go like yesterday. Bye.